everyone, welcome back to another pick a card reading on the Nymph Tarot with me, Natasha. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you so much. If you have found this video, welcome. Hopefully you get some clarity and it's able to help reassure you. Check out some of my other videos that I have as well. And if you like my content, please do hit subscribe. It's very much appreciated, and if you are one of my subscribers, then welcome back. So today's pick a card reading is going to be a weekly feature, so we're just checking in with your person. So this could be someone that you're in no contact with, low contact, maybe you're just a bit emotionally distant at the moment and you're not really able to say how you're feeling about each other. So this reading, it is a longer one. There is a lot of information that will come your way, so we do look at how your person is feeling, what they're thinking about this connection, their intentions, the kind of actions coming in the next week or so. So it's kind of like short-term actions. We do get some channeled messages from the deck I've created, and I think last week I mistakenly said it was 160 cards. It's not. It's 120. I bought 260 card blank decks, so we get some messages from there as well as finally getting some guidance. So you have 3 different piles to choose from. So pile 1 is this one with the opalite crystal. Pile 2 is this one with the crystal that I don't actually know what it is. So if any crystal aficionados are out there and think you can tell me what this is, then please do. So this would be your pile 2. And pile 3 with the pyrite. So, yep, have a little think about which one you are drawn to. Sometimes you are drawn to more than one. There might be messages in more than one pile for you, because sometimes they're not super drastically different. So, yeah, have a think and I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, so if you chose the opalite crystal, this is for you guys. So we have the I've used the Mermaid Tarot for you guys, so let's go through it. I've realised that last week I did a song and I forgot to do that, so what I'll do is I will put it in the description below. So firstly, how is your person feeling about you? So first of all, you have the Death card here. I'm just going to move that out of the way for now. And then we have Strength. We have 9 of Pentacles. And then whoever this person is, they have done, I feel like maybe you guys watched last week, because when I asked, so this is obviously how they're feeling, and I once again got out the feelings card from messages from the mermaids, which is just, it's kind of, it seems quite funny, like, what are their feelings? Just feelings. There's a lot, and you do have light here as well. So let me see if that all gets on. Yeah. Sorry, you might have just heard my shoulder click then. That's a bit weird. So first of all, I feel like your person does have a lot of feelings for this card to come up, and as you notice, this card almost like has very similar, like, darker colours. I feel like that maybe your person is feeling like they are in a darker place right now. So with the Death card, I feel like they think that this is, or they feel like this has ended, this relationship, and like there is no way of coming back. I get the sense of this is kind of the energy that they definitely are in at this kind of moment. So they might fluctuate back and forth, but at the moment with this Death card, they just really feel like this connection is over. Maybe you guys have had a fight, maybe they're trying to reach out to you and you're not contacting them. But there is this there's like a real like sadness that I am getting, and I feel like they feel like this this whale, like they're trapped in, I feel like they're just trapped in all these feelings at the moment, and they kind of just don't know how to break loose from it. I feel like the reality is just, it feels like it's almost like really dragging them down, and they need something to help them out of it before they kind of almost drown in all these emotions. It's quite a heavy feeling that I'm getting for this part. I really feel like they are suffering with this no contact situation. And Nine of Pentacles, usually my gut always says that everything is fine with the Nine of Pentacles, but when I've looked into this card, because the messages do vary in the Mermaid Tarot, this is about things coming to the mermaid, but also she's in a well and she's kind of built up her walls to protect herself, and I feel like that is what this person is doing at the moment. So I feel like for some people it's going to be that this person, you're purposely not contacting them, or for others I feel like maybe they're not, and they've really built up this wall and they're not wanting to communicate at the moment. But them not wanting to communicate isn't because they don't love you at all. It's because I feel like they are processing a lot of their feelings, and they are desperately trying to seek the light here with this light card. So you have the lighthouse, is that sort of like beaming glimmer of hope, I feel. So I feel like they are clinging on to this. They don't want it to be over, but I feel like there is a real fear for them that they feel like it's just kind of done and dusted, and nothing is going to come of this relationship or connection. So what they're thinking about, so you have Two of Wands, then you have Two of Swords reversed, and then you have Ten of Pentacles reversed also, and then you have psychic abilities. So for this row, I feel like what they're thinking is, I feel like with the Two of Wands next to the Two of Swords in reverse, so it's great that the Two of Swords is in the reverse, because in the upright it can be that their sort of heart is blocked off and they're kind of unable to make a decision. There's like a lot of fear. To have Two of Swords and the Two of Swords, sorry, in reverse, and Two of Wands, I feel like they are in the midst of making a decision, and I feel like they have made it regarding you and this connection and the future. So even if they do feel like it is lost, I feel like there is this hope, and I feel like they do want to make some sort of effort towards you, because you have the Ten of Pentacles here, and I feel like and it's in the reverse just because I feel like at the moment they don't see it's possible. So with these feelings of kind of these really deep emotional feelings, and feeling with the Death card there, and maybe feeling like there has been an ending, they just feel like this kind of happy picture of everyone gathered together and round a table. It's sort of that happy families, and they just don't feel like that is possible. And you guys have psychic abilities there, so again I feel like this could be split. I feel like they feel like that either you are psychic and have these psychic abilities, and maybe they feel like they're almost being watched by you, even if you have no contact. And it's not just like a being watched on social media. I feel like they feel you with them. I feel like they pick up a lot on your emotions. So this could be a sign that you guys do have that kind of deeper soul connection going on. But there is that, as I said, they're trying to have that hope with this light card, and I do see that in their thinking as well. So their feelings might be, when they get too caught in them, the feelings might be quite dark, but they do have a more positive outlook when it comes to their thinking, which is obviously positive for you guys. So now if we look at what their intentions are, let's flip this around, right way up. So we have Ace of Swords, again positive. You have the Chariot, You have Four of Swords, and then you have Discovering Truth and Miracles. So this is their intentions. So with the Ace of Swords, for me this is always about kind of that new communication. They've got clarity. Maybe you guys, the reason they thought this was over, maybe you had a fight about what you guys were and what you guys meant to each other, and I feel like they are starting to get that clarity now, and they do intend to communicate with you, because I feel like with this thinking, as I said, that it's kind of like that decision, but they've already made up their mind, and I think they have made up their mind about reaching out to contact you guys. And with the Chariot, they intend to move forward. Like, this is a card of, sorry, my nails, I've had to cut my nails down because they keep breaking, and now I can't really pick things up. It's very annoying. Then you have the Chariot, and that is very much like moving forward, even though it is difficult and you're trying to control. I feel like they're definitely trying to control their emotions and not, you know, go veering off in one direction or the other, because they do have this darker thinking. So I feel like they're having to really try and control it. But they do want to move towards you and they want to communicate with you. But at the moment, I feel like they are a little bit stuck. Maybe they just don't know quite how to do it. So they're really just thinking. Four of Swords can be that kind of, it can be that apathy, and I don't get that sense at all. I think they do definitely care about you, but it's just a case of not knowing how to move forward. So they're really just, at the moment, sort of plotting, strategizing, just being quiet at the moment. You may think that this person doesn't really care, but I do get the sense that they really do care, but they just want to make sure they do it right, because they really don't want that Death card. They really don't want a complete ending of this connection. So their intentions, I feel like they feel like it's gonna feel like a miracle if you do when they do reach out to you, whether that you actually respond to them, and especially if you respond nicely, it's going to feel like a miracle. And with that Discovering Truth, it says you stand in the light of truth, and I feel like that's what they, oh, it says light here as well, that's kind of what they want to do. They want to stand in this truth. They want to come forward and tell you, actually no, this is how really the situation is for me, this is how I feel about you. And they do want to kind of shed some light on how they are feeling. What we have next is their actions kind of in the next, I would say, week and a half. It could be longer, obviously. Tarot is not exactly the best at predicting timings. It can vary, obviously, person to person, but you have fire and air energy here, so that is quite quick. So you have King of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, you have Knight of Swords, and then you have a balanced spirituality and practicality. So here they do not have too much water energy, which would suggest that spirituality. So I feel like there is a need for them to maybe focus on that a little bit. Maybe they need to sort themselves out, like sort their energy out a little bit before they do come to you, because this is like very much energy, I feel like, of really rushing in. So they go from being almost like quite reposed and really thinking about it, to then be like Knight of Swords, rushing in with that sword, like riding on a wave. And the King of Wands, also all about action and passion. There's definitely a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of passion here with this Six of Wands and King of Wands. They definitely feel that passion for you guys, and I feel like they really just want it to work out with that Six of Wands, because it's that sign of victory. wanting it to definitely work out. So I feel like they will be coming towards you soon. Maybe it's not maybe they're going to go through like a flurry of almost like liking all your content on social media. If they don't quite have the guts to, you know, come out and message you outright. I feel like some of these are kind of similar to last week. So it's kind of just a bit of continuation, I feel like, from last week. So what we'll do is we'll get you some channeled messages. Last week, part 1, I didn't get you very many, so I feel quite bad. So spirit guides, let us know what their person wants to say to them. Oh my god, that's too many. Let's keep these ones. Oh, that one's fallen out again, and I'll give it maybe one more shuffle. 6. I feel bad if you guys don't get as many as the other piles. And you guys are always the first. Oh, obviously, always you're the first one. So I'll take that one as well. So, you guys, what you have. So the bottom deck energy is, I feel like I can't move forward without you. So there's definitely a need and want to come towards you because they feel like you are kind of their, like, everything. Right, so you have, if I could take back everything, I would. So if you guys have had arguments in the past, maybe they've said some things that weren't so nice, maybe that's why they do think that connection's over. They want to know that they did make a mistake with that, and they really wish they could take it back. If they could, they would unsay everything. Maybe even if they did, they have actions as well that they did not mean to do. What I admire most about you is your strength, which is interesting because you do have the strength card as well. So maybe how they see this card with the strength here, maybe they see themselves as being trapped and you're the one that can actually free them, and you're the one with the strength, that compassion, and that's the sort of light that they see you in. I will only cause you more pain, I'm damaged goods. So I feel like this person, maybe that was in the past, maybe something that you guys argued about, maybe they didn't want to have a relationship because they didn't think they were quite good enough. You're like a gift, I want to unwrap you. So as I said earlier, guys, a lot of passionate energy there. Also, as I mentioned, I can feel the spiritual connection, Queen of Cups energy. With that psychic gift, as I said, I do feel like this could be a deeper like soulful connection, and there is that kind of connection. Maybe they feel, as I said, feel like you're watching them, or feel like they feel your feelings as well. No one else does it like you do. I feel like that's everything. No one else even comes close to you in their eyes. You've got 17, I'm healing so we can be together, I want peace. That's the star energy. Then, yeah, there's star energy. I'm scared my kinks will be too much for you. So if you guys haven't been together yet, then potentially they do have some kinks that maybe they'll make you aware of, and or maybe they won't make you aware of it because they're a little bit nervous that you won't be into that and it will just scare you off. So interesting there. And then your guidance also, I just wanted to point out the bottom deck energy. I feel like this is how this person overall feels about you, is you do have the sun. I feel like you give this person a lot of joy, and this real just sense of calm as well, and wonderment. That's the feeling I get when I see, in particular, this card. Obviously it's a lot of joy, but they're just kind of looking up in wonder, I feel like, with the turtles there and all the fish and the sun beaming down. It's such a beautiful card, and that's what I feel like their overall or feelings are for you. So your guidance about this connection, You have 9 of Cups, so that's obviously a good start. You have the World. Then you have 9 of Wands. You have 8 of Cups. Then you have, so from Work Your Light, you have the Initiation, Rite of Passage, crossing the threshold. Deep Knowing. I feel like that's very similar to the psychic abilities. And then you have Lust and Message. So the guidance from Spirit, I feel like with these 2 cards, they are together. It's so happy. What I'm hearing is that they see you as this wish fulfillment, and they kind of just think the absolute world of you. And I feel like almost like the mermaid in here, they almost want to wrap you up and just protect you. They kind of want to keep you all to their own. And there is just this really positive outlook. And I feel like they just, I don't know if they quite believe it yet, but they really do want this happy ending with you. And it's such lovely energy to see, like both of them. So if you are wondering, do they think about you? Do they care about you still? Absolutely. I have no doubt that that your person does care about you a lot. You have 9 of Wands and 8 of Cups. So what I find interesting is obviously the World is the end of the major arcana, so that's kind of like that completeness. And I feel like you have 9 of Wands here, where it reminds me of determination and to keep going, and it's not as far off as you may think. There is a need to really dig in, and I feel like you're going to have to put in some work yourself. And I feel like if you guys are together, there may even be like a need for you to kind of almost distance yourself a little bit, because maybe both of you do need to do some healing. Obviously your person said, I will only cause you more pain, I'm damaged goods. So there is like they may think that they're not quite good enough for you, so maybe you do need some time apart so you can do a bit of healing. Everyone's favourite H word. And as it says here, I'm healing so we can be together. So maybe that's why they've had to walk away as well, because you can see the man sleeping on the beach and the mermaid is going back to the ocean. And it's not because she doesn't want to be with him, but it's just she knows that she can't. It's not that's not her place at the time. So the initiation is that this can actually see if it is quite a deep soulful connection, as I feel like it is with the psychic connection, and this I can feel the spiritual connection. It may seem quite scary. It's kind of that it probably brings up a lot of emotions, a lot of things that you maybe didn't even really know you had wounds there before, and it's kind of dragged up a lot. So you might feel like a bit like your person, you may be in this kind of darker space, but there is kind of, you do need to get through that first, and then once you cross that threshold and you've done your healing, once you be together, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be like that shining light there, where everything sort of comes into colour. As I mentioned before, this deep knowing with the moon, and I feel like it reminds me of going into the sort of subconscious and really understanding deep down. It also reminds me of High Priestess vibes-ish. You've got the owl there as well, which is obviously all about being very wise. So I think deep down as well, if you are kind of ignoring this person and trying not to let them back into your lives, I feel like deep down you know that you are going to, because you do share that connection. Obviously it is up to you what you do with it. Maybe if the relationship is too toxic and it's almost gone too far that you think it can't be healed, obviously that is your call. But but there is a deep knowing that you guys are connected spiritually. And as I said before, with this Lust card, I feel like there is a lot of passion between you guys. So just know that I feel like they want you just as much as you want them. And finally, you have message. So I feel like because you guys are kind of connected spiritually, maybe it feels like sometimes they're even just sending you messages through the music that comes on, or things like that. And you may even sense when sense that you know when they're going to send you a message. I feel like that sentence was said in a really weird way, but yeah, you feel like you can sense when you're going to get a message, or if you know that they've kind of looked at your social media. That kind of, I feel like you guys are really connected like that. And I feel like that's also for some people as well. Do expect to get some sort of message from them soon. So that is everything that I'm seeing for you guys. My camera's probably going to stop soon, so I'm just going to leave it here and say, if this resonates with you, please do comment down below. Thank you so much for being here, and please do subscribe. It's really appreciated, and hopefully I will see you next week or later on in the week for some more pick a card goodness. See you later, pile 1. Hey my pile 2, so if you chose this unknown crystal, and if you think you know what, I don't even know if it is a crystal, maybe it's just a polished stone. I do not know. If you think you know what it is, I don't know if you can see that properly, do let me know, because I would love to know what it is. And yep, so this is your pile, and we're going to be looking at how your person feels, what they're thinking, their intentions, their actions, some channeled messages from my deck, and then some guidance from spirit. You do have a song down in the description, which I forgot to write down, so go down to the description box because that might have some additional messages for you guys. So let's not hang around too much and get started. So how they are feeling. So I'm using the Nordic Tarot for you guys. You have 5 of Swords. Eesh, not the best card to start off with, but I'm sure it will go better. You have Temperance in reverse. You have the Empress, and then you do have Love. So I feel like for you guys, if you're wondering if they do have feelings of love for you, then yes, that is confirmation. They do with this Love card. When it came out, it wasn't that I was shocked because there was the Empress there, but obviously with the 5 of Swords and the Temperance in reverse, I was a bit like, oh no, and then the Love popped out and I was like, okay, this good. I'm glad it's not going to be like I'm going to be telling people that this person doesn't like them. So I feel like they are, the sense I get, they are very conflicted generally about you, because I feel like they just don't really know how to move this forward at all. Maybe you guys have been fighting, because I feel like with because the main word on here is harmony, and it does have that very harmonious feeling. This Temperance card, it's very calming. I find that with the Nordic Tarot, it's just got a very calming feeling, and I do get that sense of harmony. But in this, obviously, in the reverse, I just see that as flipped. So I feel like they're just not very settled. I feel like they're not particularly happy, obviously, with this conflict. And I feel like, I can't tell, for some of you, I feel like they're definitely showing you, like they've shown you this. Maybe you've had arguments, or it could be that they are just very much feeling it in their head. I keep hitting those flowers, it's annoying. But they do have the Empress here, and it is that sense, it has that nurture feeling. So I feel like they do want to have this connection. Like, I get the sense that they want to nurture the connection, they want to nurture you, they want to be able to give to you, is the feeling I'm getting. They want to give their love to you, and they want to nurture that love as well. But at the same time, they're also incredibly conflicted. So if you've had arguments, maybe you just have differing opinions about your relationship, what you guys should be, whether it should be official, whether you are just, I don't know, friends with benefits, whatever the situation is for you. I feel like maybe that's been a source of conflict for you guys. But they do really have these feelings of love for you, and they do want to nurture the connection. But there has been, I think, internally they've got conflict, and also that might be spilling out into communication with you. So you have what they're thinking. So you have Queen of Swords in reverse. You have Strength in reverse. And then you have King of Swords in the upright. I think it's interesting that you have Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And then you have Innocence, and it says here, take time to play, nurture your inner child, or nurture. So maybe you guys as well, it could even be that you guys do have a child. And that could be just for a couple of people, and live with a childlike sense of wonder. So for some of you, I feel like they want to get back to this more playful connection. They want to just generally have fun with you, because I feel like here it feels very serious. When you've got the Five of Swords up there, but then you have Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Swords, Strength is reversed. It's all very heavy. It's really like, ugh, is the sense I get. Queen of Swords, I feel like this is kind of like them, because in the upright, the Queen of Swords, I feel like she obviously has that power. She's a very powerful character, but I feel like your person feels like their power has almost been taken away. Maybe you've kind of taken that power away. They feel like absolutely just powerless with you. Also, I feel like the Queen of Swords, she kind of cuts off any stuff that just doesn't serve her, and I feel like this person is just getting deeper and deeper into things that's not serving them. So it could be it could just be situations, so maybe it's like work situations, other people, not even romantically, maybe like friends are taking up too much of their time, and they're just not able to come into their power and be like, no, like, I've given you enough. They just keep giving to other people, let other people take their power away, and it's kind of just leaving them in a place where they just can't give to you, and maybe that's exactly where the conflict has kind of arisen. And you have Strength in the reverse, so I feel like they're just being a bit cowardly at the moment. They just don't really know how to approach you, don't really have the balls to do it, to be honest. They're just very scared at the moment. I just get the sense they're just very much not in their power. Sorry, my eyes just a bit sore. And then with the King of Swords, what I feel like is maybe they are in their communication with you, maybe they just generally being very cold, more analytical, more logical. Maybe they think that this, can't work out, so they're kind of just distancing themselves. They're putting on that kind of icy exterior that I always get the sense of with the King of Swords. He's very much just into his thoughts, and generally I always get a sense of it doesn't particularly care about other people as well. So your person's intentions for you. So you have is that all of them? Sorry, this is when I'm like, did I do this right? Yeah, sorry, ignore me. Oh, there's, yeah. Anyway, so we have Passion. Well, sorry, no, we have Queen of Wands. And then we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have Nine of Cups. And then we have Healing. And with this, what I feel like is this healing is not, it's not necessarily healing themselves, which is a miracle because that's usually what gets said in these kinds of readings. I feel like they do generally, their intention is to heal this connection. They do want to come forward and they do want to make things right. They just generally want to heal this connection. I really love the energy on this card with everyone coming together in this kind of big circle holding hands. It's a very nice energy, and they do want to heal this connection because I feel like their intention with you is one of, I see the Queen of Wands, so I feel like they think of you as very like passionate, and they have a lot of no, they think of you as very attractive. They have a lot of passion for you. I like that it has the rabbits on there. I feel like maybe they want to go at it like rabbits with you. And yeah, their intention, I feel like it's both emotional and physical. So with that Queen of Wands, I see that as that kind of more physical side, and then Nine of Cups is that very sweet. They see you as this like wish fulfillment, and they do want to have that kind of happy ever after, and they feel like you to them are that happily ever after. And then you do have Ace of Pentacles in the middle here. It's in the reverse, so in the upright, I like that it says here luck, which is something that I've never actually kind of thought of with the Ace of Pentacles, but I feel like maybe it is they just feel very unlucky at the moment. Like whatever's gone down between you guys, like it wasn't meant to play out like that. Maybe something happened and something got taken out of context or whatever, however it goes. It's, yeah, they're not feeling very lucky in love at the moment, and I always feel like this is wanting to kind of, there's like an offer, but at the moment they're not, I feel like they're just not prepared. They don't feel ready to make an offer, and I feel like at the moment that there's not going to be something, like, I'm not going to say there's going to be definitely something coming your way at the moment, because I feel like they do want it in their mind, but the actual, because I feel like the Pentacles is the more actual physical and doing, it's not quite there yet with it being in the reverse. So if we take a look at what their actions are in the sort of coming weeks, so you have Three of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Sun in reverse, you have the World, and then you have Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. So with this Three of Pentacles, I feel like that is in the upright, it's all about working together, and I feel like this reverse is I do get a sense they just want to be alone at the moment. They kind of, especially with this massive sword energy in this row, I feel like they're very much in their head at the moment and thinking about things, needing to think things through, and I do get a sense that like in the next week or so is probably not the best time to message them, because I do get a sense that they kind of want to be by themselves. And with the Sun in reverse, the Sun is, everyone always says that the Sun is good to see no matter what, and I do agree with that, because I feel like it can easily switch around and be in the upright and be a lot of joyous happiness. I do, for a little bit, I do feel like maybe they are, I'm not going to say they're outright depressed, but I feel like they are really low and really down about this, and this is partly why they want to be alone. I feel like they just want to be alone with their thoughts. Hopefully they're not like wallowing in their thoughts, which is obviously not particularly a helpful place to be in, but I do feel like this little bit of alone time is going to be good for them, because you do have the world, and I feel like while they're stuck with their thoughts and thinking things through, I think they are going to come to some conclusions with the world. And so you have here as well the voyage of the heart. So I feel like it is kind of like they are going on a little bit of voyage of self-discovery and realising their emotions and what they need to do. And that's then going to give them the motivation, I feel like, in the future to then move towards you. And I feel like this could be a little message to you that if you do obviously really like this person, love this person, you know, keep them in your thoughts, try and think positive things about them, try and send them positive thoughts and love that way, rather than maybe trying to contact them in the next week or so. Just give them their space and just send them love. I feel like that's a little message for you guys there. What I'll do now is get you some channeled messages. So the first group had 8, so I want to try and make them even, but obviously it depends on your person. Sometimes people are very chatty. That's quite a few there. Sometimes people are very chatty, and then other times they are not. Okay, I'm going to take those. So the bottom deck energy was, I want to tell you the truth about how I feel. I will soon. And then let's, oh my god, you've got quite a lot. Right. Well, I'm cutting myself free from all the BS that doesn't matter now, which is Queen of Swords energy. And they do have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I feel like they are trying to do this, but maybe that's why the Queen of Swords is in reverse at the moment, because they're not quite there. I'm healing it so we can be together. I want peace, 17. Which is star energy, I believe. Yeah. If you are with someone else, for some of you, I feel like this might be a specific message. I hate seeing you with them, with other people. So it could be if you're posting on your social media, if you've started dating, or it could even be that they hate seeing you having fun with other people. It sounds a bit possessive. It's not that they don't want you to see other people. It's just they don't want to think that you can have fun without them. They want to be your main source of fun, is what I'm getting. Let's make this a reality finally, which is Ace of Pentacles, which again at the moment is in reverse. So they do have this, they do want to make it reality, but there's just some blocks going on with them at the moment. You have, I lay up at night worrying that I've lost you forever. So there is, yeah, maybe with this conflict in the past, they do worry that this is just gone. I can feel the spiritual connection, Queen of Cups. That actually came up for pile 1 as well. So maybe you guys do have a deeper soulmate connection. This choice is easy. I choose you every day. I choose you. So that is the Lover's energy. They do feel a lot of passion towards you, and they do choose you. I don't think they're going to be moving on to anyone else anytime soon. They do have, please don't wait for me. You deserve so much more. So they are conflicted, as I said, that they do. I love that it's underneath this. So they hate seeing you with other people, but also then again, they feel like they don't deserve you, and they want you to sometimes move on. When we were over, I felt the pain. So that's literally, I feel like this person cares so much that you guys are not together. So that feeling, that just gut-wrenching pain when something is over. I'm grieving the loss of this connection, 3 of Swords again. So it's some very difficult energies here. It's not all plain sailing for you guys. There is a lot of love in this connection, but I feel like this person has got a lot to think, a lot to go through. Hierophant energy, I want to put a ring on your finger, I'm serious. So they see you as marriage material. My biggest regret was walking away from you. So if they walked away, then they're seriously regretting that, and obviously that, as I said, it caused you a lot of pain and caused them a lot of pain, and they've still been grieving about it. I'm so grateful for all the patience you've shown me, but please give me more time. 12. So yeah, you guys, as I said, that they do want to be alone. If you are willing to wait for them, then do. But I feel like this is going to be, is definitely going to take some time. It's not going to be a quick process. You guys coming back together. I think we've been together before, 6 of Cups. So you know, they might feel like this was a past life connection. You have the Queen of Cups there, that it could have been a spiritual connection. I can't forgive myself for hurting you, and I don't think you can either. So they worry that you're not going to forgive them. So if they hurt you, maybe they hurt you when they walked away. They just don't think that you are going to forgive them. That maybe that is why they're so conflicted about coming back to you. And then you have, I have so much passion for you, I can barely contain it all. King of Wands energy. So yeah, there's a lot of passion here, a lot of just general sadness that this connection had ended the way it did. And I do feel like this person does want to come back into your life, but sorry, I'm just going to move the camera slightly, there we go. And yeah, oh, it just makes me so sad. So your guidance is, so you have charity. So this card is actually a special card for this tarot deck, and it's got here generosity. It's quite interesting, like the backstory of it. If you want to have a look at the backstory, you can go onto my unboxing of it. And basically, it's all about self-care as well as being generous and giving to others. So I feel like your generosity is actually going to be giving them the space they need to work through this at the moment. And I feel like this is a lot for them. They need that kind of self-care at the moment. They need to really work through some of the issues that they have, because also you have here as well 8 of Swords, restriction, I think a layup, that's 9 of Swords. So you do have that kind of sword energy going on. You have the Star, and I think one of the messages was in relation to the Star. So I feel like your person at the moment, guidance for you is just understanding this is kind of what they're going through. So they're very much in their heads at the moment. There has been a lot of sword energy here, and it's not that they don't want to come towards you. I think they realise for this to work, they need to sort out themselves first. And the Star here is, I feel like this is a message for you, is to not, like, if you really want this person, don't give up hope. It may still be a little bit dark at the moment, but the hardest bits I feel like they have gone through. So they're saying, please do not give up hope on me, because I will come back, or I will be ready for you. And they are going through a transformation, I feel like, at the moment, with this Spellcaster's Oracle. So I feel like you guys have quite a deep connection, so it could be that there is a bit of mirroring going on between you two. So maybe you're both going on through a transformation. So if you think you are twin flames, the more work you can also do on yourself, it kind of triggers your person to do that as well, so that you can come back together. You also have the Animals card here. For some of you, I feel like maybe if you are feeling, if you guys are mirroring each other and you're feeling down and you're feeling restricted as well, this, for some of you, is not a message for everyone. But you know, spending time with animals, I feel like, is going to really boost your mood. So if you can, in whichever country you're in, maybe you can go to a shelter and spend some time with animals if you have your own. make sure maybe you're spending more time with them. Just chill out with your cats and your dogs and your hamsters and whatever other animals you guys have. You have New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So this is just so you know that your loved ones, your person, they are safe, and try not to worry too much about them, because I feel like this worry and focusing maybe too much on them is not the way forward. You probably do need to focus on yourself as well, because if you're just putting all this energy into worrying about them and wondering if they're going to be okay, then I feel like nothing's going to come of that situation. All it's going to do is breed more worry. I feel like you need to redirect your energy into yourself as well. Take some time to heal, give yourself some self-love. Sorry it cut off there. Spend time with some animals if that is what, you know, makes you happy. And I do feel like this can have a positive ending, but at the moment you guys are going, I feel like we'll be in separation for a little bit longer. So if this resonated with you, please do comment down below. Thank you so much for, if you've stayed this whole 25 minutes or whatever it is, thank you so much for being here. And remember to come back to the channel during the week to see some more pick a card readings if you so wish. Not all of them are about love. I like to try and mix it up because I feel like it's maybe not healthy to go on binges and watch loads of loved ones. So yeah, check out my other videos and hit subscribe if you like my content. So I will see you guys later. Bye, pile 2. Hey pile 3, if you chose the pyrite crystal, then this one is for you guys. So what we're going to be looking at is for your person. We're going to be looking at how they're feeling, how they're thinking, their intentions for this connection, their actions in the next week or so, some guidance, also channeled messages, and you have a song down in the description box. I just forgot to write them out before I started this. So let's get started. You have lots of information coming to you. So your person, they have, so how they're feeling, they have Judgment. So you've got the Smith-Waite deck, you have the Tower, you have 8 of Pentacles, and then you have Inner Knowing, which I feel like, I'm pretty sure this came up last week as well. And you have Deep Dive, which I feel like goes quite well with the Tower and Judgment. So how they're feeling, I feel like this person is definitely having their wake-up call on this connection. I feel like this could be something that's happened sort of in the recent past, so they're kind of just going through it right now. They're kind of really realising what this connection is. I feel like obviously for this awakening and the Tower, you know, that is kind of, and you've got Inner Knowing there, it's kind of, they're quite big spiritual cards here. So the Tower, I feel like this connection, they really feel like the ground is just falling from beneath their feet. I feel like they really had to, this wake up call has really made them question kind of everything that they thought they knew about love, about maybe even spirituality, maybe even question what they thought they wanted. Maybe they didn't think that they either wanted you or wanted, you know, a relationship. But I feel like now they're kind of questioning everything with that Tower card. This is really quite a strong start from this person. And then with, so I do feel like with the 8 of Pentacles, they are ready to put in the kind of hard graft. I feel like they're ready to learn about maybe, I feel like this could be, they have had a bit of a spiritual awakening. I feel like they're really ready to put that work in on themselves and maybe heal, sorry for using the H word, yeah, heal any past trauma that they've had, and kind of make themselves really ready and available for you. With this Inner Knowing, this is how they feel. I feel like now with this wake up call of Judgment, that they really they realised maybe that they actually always knew. So maybe this has been, maybe the person you're asking about, it was a friendship beforehand, and I feel like now they're kind of waking up and realising, actually, I've always loved this person. And deep dive here, I feel like this again goes very well with the Tower and kind of like the Eight of Pentacles, doing some really deep work, working hard, and I feel like they're really going to maybe like the core of their belief system, really questioning what it is they believe in, and what they want. They're definitely, this isn't just on the surface shallow work. I feel like this is definitely someone that is really almost like questioning everything they thought they knew. You can see with this mermaid as well, with the deep dive, she really is deep. She's got one of those fish that has a little antennae that's in like Finding Nemo. And then what they're thinking. So you have Temperance, then you have Eight of Swords, then you have the Star in reverse, and then you have Passion. So first out of the gate, I feel like, just so you know, that they do have a lot of passion for you. I feel like it reminds me kind of pile 1, where I do feel like this person, it's kind of an all-round connection. I feel like they have like the lust and the desire for you, but also they have the deep emotional side as well. It's not just lust that they feel. So with Temperance, I feel like they're being surprisingly patient. I feel like because of this awakening, and what I find interesting is that you have 2 of these angels. Because of this awakening, I feel like they realise that this is not again going to be a quick process for them. So I feel like they're really working on themselves, trying to understand what's happening. This can be about alchemy as well, like, and creating. So I feel like they're in this mindset at the moment. They're really trying to create this best version of themselves. But like with any kind of spiritual awakening, it's like that meme where it's like what we think spiritual awakening is going to be like, and it's the sun, and actually it's the Tower. They're very different. So on this, I feel like they do have the side to them where they are calm, but they are feeling a lot of anxiety as well, with the Eight of Swords, and then with the Star in reverse. So the Star in reverse for me is somebody that's almost just not looking up, like, because obviously the star, it is at night time, hence why you can see the stars, but if you're just looking down at the ground, it's still going to seem dark. You're not going to see that light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like this is the position they're kind of in. When they think about you, they get very trapped in their head. They get very anxious because I feel like at the moment they can't see that light at the end of the tunnel. They can't see the positives. I feel like they are in kind of a darker space. With obviously you've got Deep Dive, the Tower. They're in that kind of darker depths, and their thinking at the moment is going to be, I feel like it is going to be very much about them. But with the Passion, I think it is just wanting you to know that they do have these feelings for you. And then what we'll look at is their intentions. What are their overall intentions for this connection? So you have the Magician, so very positive sign. You have Wheel of Fortune. You have Two of Swords. Then you have Queen of Wands. Then you have Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So again, I'm pretty sure this came out last week. So I feel like some of you guys, if you did watch last week's one and you're watching this week and your messages are very similar, please do comment down below, because I'm actually very interested to hear if that's the case, because this does feel very familiar to last week. So this person, with the Queen of Wands and the Magician, the Queen of Wands is she is a great manifester, and with the Magician, I feel like this person, along with their kind of spiritual awakening to this, I feel like they are learning about manifesting, and they're really starting to try to put this into practice. I feel like they are trying to bring you back through this, which at the moment it says here about deep healing. It might not necessarily be the greatest time for them to be manifesting you back, with them still needing to do this healing, but their intention is there, I feel like, to have you back in their life. They want to make things better. They want it to be the best that it can be. And also with the Queen of Wands, I feel like an additional message, not their intention, but just an additional message for you, is that they do see you as this really attractive person, that they're just, I do get a lot of, like, they feel, with that passion card up there as well, is they just love everything about you, is what I get. With the Wheel of Fortune, I think with this, that this is why they do have Temperance up here as well. I feel like even though that they are trying to manifest you back and they want you back, there is a sense of resignation to divine timing. They feel like you will come back into their life, but it's not at a time that they probably want, no matter how much they want to try and make you come back as quickly as possible. They know and they're resigned that you're going to come back when the time is right. And with the Two of Swords, I feel like their intention here is, I feel like they're showing where they are at the moment, and their intention is, with the deep healing, is to unblock their heart, not have their back to their intuition, and start really like listening to them, listening to that gut feeling that they have, because they do want you guys to come back together. So part of that probably will be them listening to their intuition, knowing when it is the right time to maybe reach out to you, to contact you. But their intention is to come out of this energy. I feel like at the moment their heart is probably a bit blocked, and this is part of their kind of healing journey. So what actions are they going to be taking towards you this week? You have the Moon here, then you have Four of Cups, you have the Hermit, and then you have Mending. So again, this feels very much like last week. These to me are quite, especially the Hermit and the Four of Cups, these are quite still energies, and you have Temperance up there. These are kind of the slower moving energies. You've only had like one wand. You've had the Queen of Wands, which is obviously it's about action, but I do get a sense that there isn't going to be a lot of action happening this week. With Mending, I do think they are really working on themselves at the moment. You have Mending, you have Transformation, about deep healing, deep dive. There is a lot going on with them. So I feel like the Hermit, they are really doing this introspection, really looking deep into what they do need to heal, what needs to change for them to be able to come together with you, and probably working on, you know, when you do come back together, what do they actually want to happen? Because I feel like they are going to start kind of maturing, and they're going to want to know, I feel like they're going to be learning about stuff like boundaries and this kind of thing. So I feel like when you do come together, it's going to be definitely like it's going to be more like a relationship. Because if it wasn't a relationship before, if it was maybe like an on again off again situationship, friends with benefits, maybe there wasn't really any boundaries, there wasn't really an expectation of what you guys needed from each other, and I feel like this is all going to change. And as I said, I feel like they're not really going to be moving towards you. With the Hermit and the Moon, I feel like both of these together is looking very deep into the subconscious. It's going to be a lot of deep kind of more shadow work that I feel like they're going to be doing. And again, Four of Cups it can be about stagnation. It's not that, I just feel like they can't move forward at the moment because they're going to be doing all this. So they're kind of, I feel like the Three Cups is almost like they're focusing on their losses. I know that's obviously what it's meant to be, but I mean their personal losses, and it's not that they're focusing on and they're not grateful. I feel like that's just where their focus is. At the moment they can't move forward to this cup that's coming out of the sky until they've kind of gotten over and worked through these issues. So I do feel like, you know, again, this does feel like last week, that they're not going to be coming towards you because they are focusing on themselves, and it's not because they don't love you and they don't care about you. It's because they know that they need to do this to come together with you. So we'll get some channeled messages now. Let me just sorry guys, what does pile 3's person want to say to them? So we'll see how many we get for you. It's always, sometimes Spirit gives me like whole groups of them together, and sometimes I'm like, oh, like that, like, do I really take them all? I don't think I need to take all these. And I'm so bad at shuffling, especially these, because there's so many of them. It's really difficult to get them all. Okay, so I think that should be enough for you guys. Your bottom deck energy is, let's just settle down and grow old together. Queen of Pentacles. That's very sweet. So yeah, they do want to be with you like long term, I feel. So my messages, because I've got so many of them and it is a mix, very much a mix of light and dark, I don't read them in the reverse, I just read them all in the upright. So I love you and I want to tell you sometime soon. So if they've not told you, then I feel like they do want to tell you. And it says I want to. It doesn't mean they necessarily will, but they do want to. I ghost you because I don't know how to express my emotions. So in the past, if they have ghosted you, I feel like it's because they don't, it's not that they don't, again, it's not that they don't love you, it's just they really don't know how to express themselves. And I feel like this is really triggering that tower moment, because I feel like there is so much they want to say and they just don't know how to, and I feel like that's really messed with their mind a little bit and has definitely triggered that tower moment. I just want to hold you in my arms again. So if you guys were together before, then this is all they want to do. It's very sweet energy. It just makes me think of like 6 of Cups. It's very like a warm, comforting energy. I want to explore the world with you by my side. That is a Page of Swords energy. And yeah, that's, if you guys are travellers, if you do travel the world a lot, they do want to do it together with you. I've not been honest about my feelings, not even to myself, which is the Moon. So this person, I feel like they have definitely lied to themselves. I feel like if the card that would describe them is the Seven of Swords, like that kind of sneakiness, like sneakiness to themselves, not really showing their true, wearing a mask, not showing their true self. And I feel like finally Spirit has been like, you need to sort this out. Here is some judgment for you, so you can work out what you actually want. I see my future with you and we have everything we ever wanted. 10 of Cups. That is gorgeous. So they, as I said, like, don't feel like because there's no action here, that these actions aren't for you. They're totally for you. Oh, and now, so this is Judgment. This is why I love my deck. I know obviously I created myself, but I love my deck because you do get these same messages coming up, and it's really just confirmation of these cards. Bearing in mind there's 120 messages, so the likely, I don't know what the odds are for a card coming up twice. It's just very interesting, and that's 2 cards that's happened to. I now know I love you. How did I not realise before? So I feel like this person is totally, I feel like it really has taken them a long time, and it probably came out of the blue, and you probably feel like, well, no shit, of course you feel like that. Like, you've probably known it a long time, but this person has taken their sweet time to realise, and it's probably why you guys aren't together at the moment, because you just couldn't handle it, which is not surprising. I try not to think about you, but it requires too much discipline. Page of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like at night, there's that passion card. I feel like especially at night they probably think about you while they're drifting off to sleep. I want to tell you the truth about how I feel. I will soon. And then we have you mean more to me than you'll ever know. So there's very much a lot of like, you've got here like 2 I love you, or cards of I love you, you mean more to me than you'll ever know. This is such a deep connection. I'm really feeling this. You're like a gift, I want to unwrap you. So there is some of that passion coming through. When we were over, I felt the pain. This came up in pile 2 as well. I'm too scared to make a decision right now. 2 of Swords. And as I said, that is what they're trying to get over. They're trying to unblock that heart chakra. They're trying to be able to be in a position to come towards you. But it does mean they need to not be so scared. I can't change the past, but I'm working towards a better future. And that is the Wheel of Fortune. And then finally, which... Did the Wheel of Fortune come up? It did, didn't it? So that is 1, 2, 3? 3 cards have all come up. And then I feel like this is what... I feel like this is the reason why you guys like broke up and it didn't work. I don't want a relationship. I feel like maybe at the moment they still don't want a relationship because they don't feel quite ready. But I feel like this is what caused you guys to break up, because I feel like you probably did want one and they just couldn't, they either couldn't commit or they didn't want to commit. Maybe they wanted to still have that bachelor lifestyle, and then they actually realised when it was too late that actually no, I really like this person. So I do feel like this is the past. I don't feel like this is necessarily the present. Oh, and 7 of Swords is there. How weird. So guidance for you guys. You have 10 of Pentacles. I don't think, did 10 of Pentacles come up again, did it? So you have 10 of Pentacles. You have 7 of Swords. You have 3 of Cups. You have a Wise Leader. You are a beacon for others. You have Success. And then you have Magic. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So, and I'm just going to restart my camera 1 sec before it cuts me off. Okay, so for your guidance, I feel like this person really does want this. I feel like this is a double message. I feel like they really do want this 10 of Pentacles, like happy family, stable future with you. But I do feel like with some of the other cards, I feel like there is a need for you to almost do this yourself. You need to work towards this financial security, this kind of more stable future, because I feel like you doing it is gonna, if they see you doing it as well, it's gonna kind of really encourage them along the way, and I think it will help have union, for you guys to get union quicker. And with the Wise Leader here, I don't see it as, I feel like it is kind of like, if you do it, if you're doing this, it's going to lead the way for your other person. But also I feel like your person is in such a dark, it's in like a darker space, that I feel like you are this kind of beacon for them. You're like this light. So I feel like them seeing you happy, seeing you, I feel like they probably watch your social media a lot, and they're seeing like what you're doing. So if you're able to go out, this is a timeless reading, even though I'm doing one every week. When this finds you, you know, you're meant, it's probably got messages for you in here. So if this is a post-COVID time and you're able to go out to bars and have fun, and I can't wait to live in that time, this is definitely, they're just watching you, and they do, I feel like, see you as this like beacon of light, and that's really going to help want them to come forward. You also have here success, so I feel like there's a need for you to work on yourself. This could be, as I said, building up yourself financially, in your career, you know, really just focus on yourself, focus on your I'm getting for your self-worth as well, because this relationship, obviously if someone has told you I don't want a relationship, I know how much that sucks, and it does make you feel like you're not worthy and all those kinds of feelings. So there is a need, I feel like, work on yourself and work on your success, because I feel like that person will follow you. And have a good time as well. This is what I get with the Three of Cups. Spirit is saying go out and enjoy yourself. Don't sit at home thinking about this person all the time. It's not that they don't deserve your thoughts. Send them love, send them positive thoughts, but you also need to not forget to live as well. You need to go out, enjoy yourself, go have time with your girlfriends, guy friends, and even if it is having just to go around someone's house for dinner or a few, like a bottle of wine or whatever, just do what it is that's going to make you happy. You have Seven of Swords, and I feel like this is just Spirit kind of reiterating that this person was lying to themselves. Like, they were being very sneaky. They weren't telling you exactly how they felt. Maybe they even did sneak around behind your back with, I feel like, if this isn't like 100%, so this might be for a couple of people. If you don't think they did, then, you know, only take what resonates for you. Maybe they were sneaking off with other people, but now this mask is kind of slipped and they're really starting to face the reality. I think the reality of what they've done, what's gone down, and also just the reality of their feelings. So they are kind of paying for that sneakiness now. And then finally, something really positive to end the reading on. Magic, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So I feel like you do make your own magic as well. I feel like you guys probably, if this person is trying to manifest you back, then I feel like as well you're equally as powerful, because I feel like you guys, I feel like you probably are quite connected. To have these kind of cards in a reading, there was quite a lot of major arcana. I feel like you guys are, this is a big deal. So you manifest stuff in your life that you want as well. So whether it's a dream job, don't just necessarily think about love, think about all the things that you want in your life. Write a list of stuff you want to manifest, and I feel like there is a lot of power surrounding you right now. So, you know, make a wish to the universe, think about it, visualize it, get your visual board, I can't think of the word, visualization board, whether you want to script, whatever it is you want to do, you do it, and I feel like the universe is on your side. So that's everything I see for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, please do comment down below. Thanks so much for being here, especially if you've made it this far. Do hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in another video. Bye, Pile 3.